Hey, Brian from Garage Mahal. Today I have an Albott mini split system. So this basically comes with the outside air unit, coils, and then 2 head units. So depending on your configuration, what you get, this coil box may or may not be in your air unit depending, again, on what unit and configuration you get. So you may get 3 boxes, you may get 4. In this case, I got 4 boxes. We'll go through everything, what you get inside. More importantly, the coil length. I know on this 2-head unit, it was saying that the coils are basically, or the line set rather, is 16 feet in total. I'll get you pretty much an exact measurement so you know what you are going to be working with, as well as both heads, what size they are, and how big they are dimension-wise, so you can do some planning, like above a window, below a window, on the sidewall, wherever you have set up. And then this main unit as well, we'll go through that in pretty much detail. So we'll go through one by one. One importantly is I'm going to go through this first. Okay, so I had opened these boxes before, so as I disappear from view, but you are going to basically get 2 manuals on top to kind of go through everything. And then this box, I basically cut from the bottom. And lift it up from there. And I did break some of the foam when I was opening this. So just be aware of that in case you plan on repacking this afterwards. Let me get some of that stuff out of the way. Okay, so it does kind of have kind of like a handle to help you put this better into place. But that is the unit itself. And then for pad sizing, so this unit is basically 31 inches long. So you need at least a pad that's going to sit on. Paving blocks or whatever you're going to be using. I know they have some plastic ones. That you can get that you can kind of use. And then width-wise with the feet, you're looking at about 15 inches. So overall, 31 by 15 gives you a good placement for, and the unit's not super heavy, so I can probably handle this by myself, but I would definitely recommend getting a helping hand. And then on this side, this is where all your lines are going to go into. And so that kind of pulls out like that. So it'll give you kind of an idea. You got some extra caps in here, but basically you have your system A, system B, system B. So that is pretty easy to kind of understand. Then you have these basic caps on them that you'd be taking off when you're setting your line set up. And then your electrical and then your head remotes wiring goes in through here. So like each head remote or the electrical wiring, depending on what you do. But this electrical box is behind here to open it up, and it has all the electrical connections that you'll run across. So let's get this, let me just put this back on. And it does take R32. So I'm going to basically get this down right now, but this is what the face of that looks like. So it's got a nice screen here. And then flipping the unit around. So that are all your cooling fins that you're going to be needing. This is one of the outdoor sensors that's going to measure the outside temperature, so it can communicate with the head units and basically tell them how to operate. But let me get this slid out of the way so we can take a look at the head units and then the coils. Okay, so these are your coils. I'm going to go over that last so we can take a look at the head units first. So I think I have these set up right. So this is the smaller unit. And it gives you a wall template with each one, which is great. So you know exactly where you can drill the hole in. So super helpful. You can put this right in the wall with a level line up with your beams, you're good to go. Could not be easier. Again, another set of instructions comes with that one. I'll just sit that out of the way so I can flip this gently out of the box. So those are some rubber cushions. That is your remote that comes with that. Okay, so this is your smaller of the two head units. And to kind of give you an idea, so that is the back. These are going to be your coils, your line set that comes out. These are your brackets that you're going to be using to mount on a wall in conjunction with that template. And then you have your air filter basically on top here. So you want to put this in a position where you're going to easily be able to get it, but that comes out pretty easy, just like that. Rinse it clean, let it quickly dry, towel dry it, and then you put it back in just as easy. So pretty simple. Try not to slide it around too much. And then that is going to be your basically air direction, your flap that comes down, and depending on the mode you put it in. So this little guy is 32 inches across. It's about 7.5 inches wide. And then it is 12 inches tall. Kind of give you the dimensions on that, so you know exactly what size this is to help you kind of better line that up ahead of time. Okay, so this is your larger head unit. And it comes with the same template, which makes that super easy, like I said, to set that up. Okay. So again, similar to the other unit, just slightly larger. So this is 36 inches long, the same 7.5 inches wide, and the same 12 inches tall. Just overall, this unit is longer, just to kind of give you an idea. So let's put this all back together again. Okay, so now the coils. And this is something where, you know, the description was kind of vague on this. So I am glad that I have these to be able to share, so you know exactly what you have going on. Okay, so that's basically everything you get in the box. So you have your drip line for the main unit. You got a whole bunch of little gaskets and fittings there. So you got your two remote lines that come with it. You'll have to supply the electrical wire to hook the unit up. It is 220, so just keep that in mind. And then you get a whole nother drip line and set with that, so you get two drip lines and all the little attachments and everything else. So these are your lines, and you get two sets of them. So I'm going to measure each one out and tell you exactly what sizes they are, because I'm super curious myself. So they're about 17 feet. So 16 feet seems pretty accurate, because how you're connecting them and everything else, you're going to lose a couple inches here and there. but just so you know, that's what the sizes of them are. And I would not continually bend these back and forth. I'm going to gingerly put this line set kind of back into a coil. And I'm not going to try to reconfigure it back into the box too much, just because I know how delicate these copper lines are. But anyway, that gives you a kind of a complete overview of everything that's included, what you get, what the sizes of everything are. And now I know that both line sets are basically 16 feet, 17 feet long, but you're going to lose a couple going towards the unit inside your building, your house, wherever you're putting the system up. But at least you know that the head units can be no further than 16 feet from the actual main unit. So hopefully that helps out a lot. This is going to be a part 1 of maybe a 2 or even a 3-part video. I just wanted to kind of give this overlay so everybody is familiar and they know exactly what they're getting and what the sizes of everything is. So anyway, Brian from Garage Mall Hall. Bye for now and stay tuned.